You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Grind time, top of the morning. DB, what's good with it, little cuz?
What's going on, man? Grind time, top of the morning, like nice early morning. What's going on with you, man?
Late nights, early mornings. Back at this grind time. That's what's going on with me, bro. How was your weekend?
Hey, man, it was cool, man. I couldn't complain, man. Nice, smooth, beautiful weather, Nice game, Could have been better, but,
Definitely could have been better.
Hey,
Games definitely didn't go down the way that I expected them to go down this weekend, man. Lots of upsets to me. I don't know about you.
No, same here, man. Lots of upsets, man. It didn't really got real crazy around here, man. I can't even believe, man. I'm thinking I was finna see some 4-0s out the doors.
Yeah, man. You was Mr. Broom, man. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Turned out, actually, everybody done kind of almost evened up the series. The Celtics series would probably even be evened up if Donovan Mitchell played yesterday. I don't know what's going on, man. We're going to start with what's looking like a big-time collapse, man. It'll turn out to be a big-time collapse if these boys collapse. Let's just say that, man. And I'm talking about the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. So the Nuggets win Game 3, and then Game 4 happened happened on Sunday. And the Nuggets take that one as well, man. 2 games in a row to crush Anthony Edwards and the Wolves. Game 4, the score was 115-107 Nuggets. Jokic was the leader in the ball game, 35 points on 15-26 shooting, 7 rebounds. Aaron Gordon, big 27 points, bro. Like that 27 from Aaron Gordon, to me, DB is what put them over the top, man. 27 from Aaron Gordon, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 19 points, 8 assists, 3 of 7 from the 3 for Jamal Murray. In game, what was it? No, it was Game 4. It was the 4th game. It was the half. Right at the half, the Nuggets got a steal at half court, man. Jamal Murray just heaved the ball and it went in. And he flexed in front of the bench. He flexed in front of the TNT newscaster crew, bro. And that's when I knew that game was over, DB. What you see in them games, man?
Man, I saw the same thing, man. I saw that the Warriors, I saw that the Wolves, man, they just looked like they was just discombobulated, man. Seemed like they was trying to draw the fouls, man. It was sloppy. It was careless, man. And,
I don't know if they was trying to draw fouls or just complaining to the refs the whole game. Everybody was complaining except Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, man. And it was weak. It was weak. And man, they gave. I'm kind of confused, man. They turn around and gave Rudy the defensive player of the year, and then you turn around and act like this, you play like this.
Take off for a baby being born. They win that game that you took off. Then you come back in 2 games in a row, bro. You lay an egg, man. Like, what's up? You thinking about the baby or what?
Horrible. It look like he want to be at home with the kids. That would look like to me.
He about to be. He keep playing like he playing the last 2 games. He gonna be there.
you got guys not showing up, missing their shots, not playing good on defense, not stopping the, not holding their guys, to a low score. Gordon dropping 27. Like, come on, man, is you serious? Leaving guys wide open for the threes. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. And then ain't nobody really lighting up nothing right now for the Timberwolves except Anthony Edwards. Cat in that game was one of 4 from the three, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Mike Conley was the second leading scorer with 15 points, 9 assists, 3 of 7 shooting from 3-point range, which I ain't gonna complain about the numbers from Mike Conley. The Wolves should be winning with numbers like that from Mike Conley because Karl-Anthony Towns should be the second leading scorer on that team at 20 points. And if not, Naz Reid he hasn't had 2 good games in a row. For 2 games in a row, Naz Reid pretty much been a no-show. But Anthony Edwards is balling out of his mind, man, setting Timberwolves records in almost every game he playing. But his teammates starting to let him down, man. What you think about the supporting cast of the Wolves, DB?
They are. It's weak, man. It's nerve-wracking because what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
You could have been done with this series.
Yeah, could be over right now. It should be over right now.
Yeah. All they do is keep the foot on their neck and keep going. Like, you playing a game. What's the smiles on your face for? Y'all doing silly stuff. Like, you shouldn't be smiling, man.
Front running. That's front running stuff. See, they know they up, so they can smile. And that's what's happening. But the Nuggets is on some serious business talk. They're like, we finna walk y'all down and even up this series. And we taking this little bit of joy that y'all got. We taking this from y'all.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous, man, that no one else had 20 or better, man. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's horrible. I think the next high was like, what, 15?
It was 15 for Mike Conley, and then after that, it was Karl-Anthony Towns with 13 points in that last game. Whereas the Nuggets had 35 from Joker, 27 from Gordon, 19 from Murray. It's just they third leading scorer scored more than the second leading scorer for the Wolves. That's a recipe for disaster, bro. To get those 2 tough games on the road in Denver and come home and lay 2 eggs, man, that's pathetic, bro.
It's pathetic. Then Cat, you 5 from 18 from the 3-point. I mean from the field goal. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Like you not producing nothing, man. You not producing nothing. Big Rudy, you not stopping nothing defensively. You ain't giving nothing offensively.
At least, man, you know what? I'm like this with Rudy, bro. If Joker gonna have 35 points, you need to have 6 fouls. You need to have fouled out of that game trying to guard him, bro. Something. Like don't hold on to your fouls, bro, and let this dude have a game of his. Let this dude set more history. He's already the 3-time MVP. He's already an NBA Finals MVP. He's already an NBA champion. Now he was just down 0-2, and you want to give him this miracle comeback. It's like they helping him write a fantastic story for himself. Rudy gets the Defensive Player of the Year, and Joker come out and do him dirty like that for 2 games.
Do him dirty, do him dirt ball, greasy, do him bad.
That's crazy, cuz.
And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing.
You feel like Wemby got robbed now?
I felt like that. I've been feeling like that since they gave it to Rudy.
I'm starting to feel like it too, and I felt like Rudy deserved it just because of his history of being a great defensive player and continuing to do it. It's the same with Joker, because a lot of people feel like Shea should have won that MVP, but Joker been in MVP for so long, he still got the numbers. You give it to the Joker. It's the same with the Defensive Player of the Year, so I get it why they gave it to him. But for bro to get that trophy, to know Joker's the MVP and he not coming out showing why he got Defensive Player of the Year, dog, it's just sad, man. And I ain't finna use having no baby as no excuse. That ain't no excuse, bro.
Nah, it never.
He didn't carry the baby.
Exactly. You didn't carry the baby. He just played so weak.
Yeah.
So weak, man. Like he going to the hoop and I see Jokic just, man,
doing them dirty.
Yeah. And I'm like, what is this, man? Draw the foul. Do something. Like, go up strong. Get the ball in the air. the ball just falling down to the side. Like he just think like Jokic too strong for him or something.
No, it ain't that, cuz. It ain't that Joker too strong for him, man. Rudy he's just playing a weak ass game right now, bro. Against the Joker the last 2 games. It ain't no excuse for it. I don't know what to say because that's the biggest X factor to me. It ain't even so much that his teammates not holding up their end of the bargain for a couple of games, because I expect the young team to have their ups and downs. It's this defensive player of the year is getting washed down there right now.
Yeah, he ready to hit the beach with thong sandals on, man. You ask me, that's what it's looking like.
Something, cuz it's looking pathetic, man. But the Wolves lose 2 games in a row over the weekend, man, and allow the series to be even. Now they got to head back into that doghouse in Denver and try to pull off another miracle win, man. Good luck to the Wolves. I'm sure Ant-Man will show up. Hopefully they can bring Rudy Gobert along with him and his MVP trophy. But we also had another collapse yesterday, bro. It was a collapse to me because the Mavs had full control of this series and they had full control of Game 4. The Mavs went up 2-1 on the Thunder on Friday night. The Mavericks actually took that game, and then here we go. Was this yesterday? Okay, so yeah, this was Saturday night that the Mavs went up 2-1. Yesterday they play again. Man, the Thunder are getting smoked in this game, DB. It's almost like the Mavericks, they flexing, PJ Washington flexing. Every time he hit a shot, he's screaming. They getting into it with the Thunder because the Thunder are a little bit frustrated. But to their credit, bro, to their credit, they stuck it out. And even in the fourth quarter, it was literally like 5 or 6 minutes left. They down 7-8 points. And they couldn't get it under 5 for a minute. Kept going back to 7, kept going back to 8. It seemed like that game was over, bro, and they end up pulling that game out, man. 100-96 over the Mavericks is crazy. Shea Gill, 34 points, 14-27 field goals, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Jay Williams, after him, 14 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. And Chet, I got to give him his props. 18 points, no assists, 9 rebounds, man. That's pretty good scoring from your big 3 from OKC to go ahead and get that victory. And obviously not no good game from Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Luka had a triple-double, just not as your normal triple-double. We need 20 to 30 from you, Luka. And Kyrie, 9 points, definitely ain't going to do it. What you think about that game with the Mavs and the Thunder yesterday, DB?
Man, it was long. It was dry. When I watched that game, man, and I'm like, why is this game? This game is so long, and there wasn't no excitement to the game at the point. I don't know what it was, or you know what I mean. But the sloppiness of the game, and the players, I guess I wanted to see playing better, which was Dallas.
Right.
But it was trash, man. It was trash. Shout out to OKC, man. They did their thing, but I say it was a long game yesterday, man. It was stretched out. I'm like, God,
yeah.
Kyrie. I just don't know what they was doing. It's like, man, you would think somebody somewhere pulling strings or something, like telling them like do this or do that, because the type of gameplay that's happening.
It seemed rigged or something. But I don't know. You know, PJ Washington in game 3 though, DB, he was their leading scorer. And you know, he came in yesterday and he was kind of hot again. It's almost like Luka and Kyrie like thought, you know, maybe we're gonna let this be the PJ Washington show again. That's not a good idea. That's an anomaly victory when PJ Washington your leading scorer and y'all win. Luka, Kyrie, you gotta be the dominating offensive forces on the court. What you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. They got to be some must. And if PJ come along for the ride, let him come along for the ride, man.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can't depend on him to take you home, man, and do what I gotta do to close out nothing. You know, 9 points from Kyrie, no way. There's no way, Kyrie. How do you feel? You can feel no type of good about yourself playing this game, man.
For sure.
No type of way. Then you got, you know, like you say, Luka dropped a triple-double, but what is it? They throwing the ball away, man.
Turnovers.
It was horrible, man. Like,
it looked like they felt like they was comfortable in the game just because they up a game on the number 1 team. You know, and that's what I don't like about teams that be like Minnesota, teams that are the lesser seed that end up on top of the team that's supposed to win. What starts happening, they start feeling cocky about the fact that they up. Man, they don't understand the series. The series ain't over till it's over. I don't care if you up 3-0. You don't win the series, bro, until, you know what I mean? And you don't win the series until the series is closed out. That's what everybody got to, yeah, man. That's what everybody got to start playing with the understanding of that, bro. The series ain't over till it's over, man. I don't know why we relaxing in the middle of game 4.
Relaxing, man, in the middle of the game. I'm like, all right. So both, man, I'm watching the game. I said, okay, they got it. I'm like, it's going to be 3. They finna be down 3-1. They're gonna go ahead next game. They're gonna wipe them out. It's done. It's over with. Man, here we go, man. We tied. Another game tied, man. Another game tied.
Right.
Another game, you know, another series tied. It's crazy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It makes for good parity. That's every series. You got 3 series right now. That's 0-0. The Pacers series, the Thunder series, and the Nuggets series, because both sides are even. So it's back 0-0 on both series. I like it. It makes for excitement. You kind of don't know who's gonna win in either of those series, you know, to a degree. But I don't like it just from the perspective of when I see a team dominating, I want to see them go ahead and push through and be dominant like the Wolves I thought they were going to do, but they kind of letting the rope go.
And that's my thing. I thought that them guys was going to come in and they was going to make history. I thought they was going to do something different. You know what I mean? Young boys came in, you know, running and gunning. They was already talking heavy. Keep that same energy, man. You got to back that up, man. You gotta back that up like this. Like that would have been so huge, man, for the NBA game, man. If that would have happened that way, and that the Timberwolves came in talking heavy, said what they was gonna do, and did what they was gonna do,
and would have pulled it out.
And pulled it out. That would have been crazy, man. Next season would have been crazy. This would have been a huge talk for a nice while. You know what I mean? I think it would have stamped Ant-Man a little bit better, you know what I mean? And the Timberwolves and the whole team. I think they'd got a little more. I think the respect level would have went up more, and you know, these
especially
teams,
if they'd have put their foot on their neck and maybe swept them or gentlemen swept them, man. They would have, bro. They stock would have went through the roof in the whole NBA. Honestly, they probably, even if they still come out of this series with the Nuggets, the Timberwolves survive this series. To me, they're the favorite to win the NBA championship. But I don't know, man. It looked like the Nuggets got back full control of the series to me.
They got back full control of the series. There's no one. Like you said, it's a 0-0 game. It's a tied series now.
Now it's the best of 3, and they got 2 games at home.
And they got 2 games at home. Man, stop. You couldn't even pull out 3 games and just needed 1 move.
Bro, all they had to do was get one of them games in Minnesota and they would have full control of the series, bro. And they let both of them go. That's crazy. I can't say Ant-Man, though, man. That man came out playing like a maniac in that game, in game 4, bro. He really came out. It almost seemed like, you know, almost the way he was playing, even though the Wolves was down a lot, it seemed like you knew that they would pull it off. Like, if Ant-Man keep playing like this, them boys eventually gonna show up and they gonna take this victory from the Nuggets, but that didn't happen, man. Joker did. Joker went MVP crazy on him, and Shea in this game, man, he went MVP crazy on the Mavericks, bro, and got the Thunder to that 196 victory to even that series out. Gotta give him his props, man. The number 1 team in the league, the number 1 team in the Western Conference, and they actually were expected to lay an egg just because they're the youngest team ever in the Western Conference to be the number 1 seed. And ain't nobody giving them no chance against Dallas for real. Even though they done tied up the series, I still think a lot of people favor Dallas to win it.
Yeah, I'm most definitely favoring them to win. And I just knew, like I said, they're going to come in and do their thing against them, man. They ain't making it easy for them. They're making it a good series, man.
They are.
And to Dallas playing the way they playing, they ain't making it no better. They playing like trash, and It's just making OKC look better. And on top of that, another thing, Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know what's up with him. You mentioned wide open shots, man.
Yeah, man, dude. I haven't even been hearing about him no more, bro. Like, what didn't happen to Hardaway Jr.? He was their third leading scorer at first before PJ Washington became the man, if you ask me.
Man, this guy, man, he been quiet, man. Not producing, not putting out. These guys, man, I don't know. You ask a question, man. Do you want it, man? Are you living too good? What is it, man? Do you want to build another team? Like, what is it? Right? Because with the things that's being seen and that you're showing in these games, it's just not. We can't have it, man. It's not tolerated.
I agree, cuz I agree. Well, the Thunder do take that victory over the Mavericks 100-96 to even out that series. Next game is in OKC. And we had the Pacers and the Knicks square off over the weekend, man. The Knicks lose. The Knicks, after going up 2-0 on my Pacers, which I told you, man. I said, them games was tight, bro. And right now, with the way the Pacers played to me in New York, other than Game 2 was a wash. New York, they washed them. But Game 1, the Pacers were right there. They just had a super horrible game from Tyrese Halliburton. And I said, he ain't going to play that bad no more. And to his credit, he haven't. Even in the second game that they lost, Halliburton had a good game. They just lost the game. But here you go. He get back to Indiana. What I tell you, man, them role players get home, they get comfortable, they start balling, man. And that's exactly what the Pacers did, as they took 2 games in a row over the Knicks. Last game, they won 121-89 as the Pacers even up the series. What'd you think about the Pacers and the Knicks series, DB? How did the Pacers look in their comeback?
They look good and they come back and they blow them out, man. Like, they cooked them. Like,
you know they get buckets. They one of the highest scoring teams. So your 89 ain't finna do nothing to the Pacers.
You know they get buckets, man. Like that game right there, like you say, man, Halliburton coming out to play, doing this thing like that, man, being the all-star that he is and what he's supposed to be doing, that's what it's supposed to look like, man. Leading with the following cast that he got, supporting cast. They doing like that's what the Indiana Pacers look like and what it's supposed to look like. You know what I mean? Nick,
you saw it 2 games in a row, man. They ball, bro. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and I thought Pascal Siakam would be a bigger part of this, but I don't know. It's like he just falling back, I guess, waiting his turn. You know, sometimes in a series, DB, it be mismatches on the court. So maybe Pascal maybe it just doesn't fit him. Maybe Harkenstein them down there holding them down or making it a little difficult on him. But Miles seemed to be getting off every game. Well, most of the games. He didn't do that great yesterday, other than from the 3-point line. Miles Turner was 3 of 3 from 3. But right now it's the Tyrese Halliburton show, man. Yeah, you know, and obviously just the even scoring that the Pacers get when they at home. TJ McConnell off the bench, 15 points. He a big factor for them in wins. He had 15 points and 10 assists, DB. He had more assists than the starting point guard, Tyrese Halliburton, who had 25 assists and 6 rebounds. Miles Turner, 13, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, and Siakam was the third leading scorer with 14 and 4. I think the Pacers then got back control of this series, DB. I think the Knicks a little bit tired right now, man. Thibodeau running them boys in the ground. Josh Hart don't come off the court. The only reason he came off the court in that game and got some rest is because they was getting blew out so bad. It just wasn't no point running them in the ground to the end of the game. What you think about the Knicks, man? Do you think that as heavy as the workload is on Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, you think them guys can pull this series out, man?
Man, I don't know, man. They just lost another player. OG went down. You know, he was a factor. He dropped 28 last game they played. You know, he injured now.
Right.
You know, that's another piece down. You know, you lost your man's at first. What's his name?
Randall before the playoffs. They didn't have Randall coming in.
They have Randall's, and now you got OG down. He hurt, and you can tell the difference on what it's looking like. You know what I mean? Like, he just turned the lineup up. The energy gone with the team. They look distressed.
It looked like they doing something different with Jalen Brunson too. What you think? He had 6 or 17 field goals, 18 points in that last. I know they sat him down. He only played 31 minutes, but they was kind of giving him fits, man. It looked like they got the 40-point scoring under control.
Yeah, man. They was. He just the way he was shooting was bad, man. He couldn't feel it. He came in. No rhythm of the game. Like I guess it was one of them off games for him. You know what I mean? First quarter, he had missed so many shots. You know what I mean? I guess that game he came in, he just knew it wasn't there for him. They say every player should try to have an off day, but I don't know when it's this important and you got big events like this that you're required to have a long day. You know, you gotta show up to work, man, no matter what. You know, even like I said, Josh Hart, he not doing nothing. You know, I thought he would have came in
2 points yesterday, or 2 points in that game, and 3 rebounds. He played horrible. 24 minutes. DaVincio 7 points in 32 minutes. Like I say, Jalen Brunson had his 8. He had 18, but he was 0 of 5 from the 3-point line. It just looked like they defending Brunson better, and what I saw a lot of that was guarding Jalen Brunson was Naismith, the guy that be guarding LeBron, be guarding big forwards, one of their better defenders with New York. They put a longer guy on Brunson, and I think that might have been what kind of held him down, especially from the 3-point line. He went 0 of 5.
I don't know. Like I said, I think, me personally, I'm gonna go with it just wasn't his game. Because we both have seen Jalen Cook, tall defenders, everything else. You know, against the 76ers. I seen him do his thing against the 76ers.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Going in, you know, drawing a foul, giving the floaters, beating his defender. Like he doing a great job. I just think that he just didn't have it that game. I think he was off. I think with this extra injury that they took, I think it's really playing on them, man, and it's got them wary also, man. I think it's a mental thing to work in their head, man. Can we do this without our other player being there?
Right, they got bodies dropping. Yeah, it can kind of get mental when you start losing too many players. I agree with you on that, man. But we just kind of got to see if they bounce back when they get back to New York. You know, the role players seem to show back up when their home crowd is behind them supporting them. But the Knicks dropped that game 89-121, and the series is even. Going back to New York, we also had on Saturday night, man, we had that's a 140-pound bout. I think they're at 140, George Kambosos and Vasily Lomachenko. They squared off on Saturday night in Australia, man, in an 11-round bout, and it was a good bout. George Kambosos was in pretty decent control of the fight early in the fight, but Lomachenko is just too much. He's relentless, man. You don't see much pressure. You don't see many pressure fighters that are relentless and have a relentless attack like Vasily Lomachenko, man. He was hurting George Kambosos to the body, and it's like the difference that you'll see in a fighter like Lomachenko versus like a young fighter. He got Kambosos hurt to the body early in that fight. When he saw that Kambosos was hurt to the body, you want to know what Lomachenko did? He continued to go to the body. He didn't look for the sexy knockout. He wasn't head hunting him just to try to get that picture perfect knockout to end up on SportsCenter. He saw that he was hurting the body. He attacked the body. He put Kambosos down in the 11th round. Did you check out the fight, DB? What you think about Lomachenko versus Kambosos Jr.?
Man, I did check it out. I thought it was a good fight. It seemed like they was blowing for. It seemed like they was blowing for blowing. Like it was like, we ain't running. We right here. We gonna do this.
It was a brawl.
Yeah, and that to me, that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Like, and like you say, and with Kambosos, you know, I thought, you know, he had him, you know, but Lomo, he just figured him out, you know, and he and to add on what you said, I think it was a pretty impressive knockout because you know he made him ball up.
He balled him up. Because when you start hurting in your stomach, man, somebody start attacking your body like that. What most boxers say, they say a lot of the times when you get hurt in your body like that, like you piss blood for a couple of days because of the lower abdominal damage that you take. Yeah, by the time a boxer then accumulated that many punches to his body and he's going into defense mode against his body, yeah, he got some severe organ damage down there from all of them punches accumulating. And that'll easily take a boxer down when you get an onslaught of punches from a fighter like Vasyl Lomachenko.
Yeah, and you know, obviously, man, like even when Kambosos, he was trying to block down there.
Yeah.
Kind of left his face open. He still just put it. He still gave it to him. Hit him like 2 more. It was over with.
I give his corner props, man. You know, you don't see a lot of people throwing in towels on championship type fighters like that. And that was a championship fight. Lomo won a belt in that fight, one of the vacant titles Devin Haney left behind. But yeah, man, Kambosos' corner saw him taking that body damage, saw that he was hurt, saw that he wasn't really throwing back when Vasyl was attacking his body, and they threw in the towel for him, which gave Vasyl Lomachenko another knockout. Go ahead.
But and I know it's kind of easy to say what it is or what it ain't after the fight, or, you know, from a fighter. But he said, Lomo said he was like, he said he thought that he was gonna come harder than what he did. Like he expected more from Kambosos.
Mm-hmm.
And more wasn't given. Like, so he's saying, like I say, it's easy for somebody to say this after you did your thing in the ring,
right?
You won
for sure.
But for you to be expecting more, like, that's crazy to me. It's like, how much more did you have, or did you think you was gonna lose? You know what I mean? Or did you have any type of doubt in your mind that you was gonna lose because you thought that he was bringing more to the table?
Right.
So that just stood out to me. That was interesting, you know, of what he may have thought about Kambosos, because you made that comment. So
yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he did. I could see him probably thinking that because, I mean, Lomachenko a few years ago got beat by Teofimo Lopez, and then Teofimo Lopez got beat by Kambosos. That's how Kambosos got his titles, and then Kambosos lost the titles to Devin Haney. And that's just how I go, man. Some guy beat you, I beat him, but he beat you. Now I want to fight him. That's all it is. Lomachenko just wanted to fight the guy who beat the guy who beat him, which basically kind of avenges that loss that he took. So he kind of avenged 2 losses in one fight because he beat the guy that beat him. So it was a pretty good fight, man, if you ask me. And it just kind of made the 140, 135 pound division that much more interesting that Lomachenko is back, man. I like Lomachenko and what he does for that division. He is, you know, I didn't like him at first because he had so few fights, and they gave him all his props. I mean, with his win over Lomachenko, I think it's just like he haven't even got 20 wins, 20 professional wins. It's like his 18th victory or something like that. But he been a beast since he came in. He a tough fighter. He was even tough against Devin Haney. Devin Haney had doubt in that fight against Lomachenko. It was one point where his father in the corner had to say, "You're winning the fight," because it was clear on Devin Haney's face that he thought he was losing to Lomachenko. So I'm glad Lomachenko bounced back with a pretty good victory. I hope to see him and Devin face off again, possibly for a rematch of that bout. That was a pretty good fight. But before that, Lomo has some other unfinished business that he wants to finish up because he wants to go for undisputed at 135. And immediately after that fight, Tank Davis called out Lomachenko for a fight. He called him out, and I'm guessing what Tank Davis is on is he seems like he wants to put everybody down that Devin has fought in the past, as opposed to just fighting Devin directly, which, in my opinion, I think Tank Davis actually is a favorite, even to me, in a fight with Devin Haney right now. But he immediately called out Lomachenko after the fight, and Lomachenko turned down the advance, said he was focused on another fighter that'll lead him to undisputed. What do you think about Tank Davis calling out Lomachenko after that fight, DB? Do you think that that's a fight that should happen? Would it be something that you want to see?
I think it'd be a good fight. I would like to see it, especially with, you know, how they was throwing them blows and how how Lomo and Caboso was throwing them punches like that. I think it'd be a good fight between him and Tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Lomo's gonna come forward.
Yeah.
And Tank is a knockout puncher, and Lomo's never been knocked out. I don't think he's been knocked down but one time.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a real good fight, especially considering the fact that even both guys, they won a fight match the same kind of way with body, with the body. You know what I mean? So knowing that
both are relentless body punches.
Yeah. To where they just don't concentrate on the headshots, they go down to the torso, to the body. So I think that'd be a great fight, man. I would love to see it. And I think the way the recent Tank is doing this, with going through everybody that Devin lost, with everybody that Devin beat, is because if I do this, I ain't gotta worry about nobody, or no one has to come back to me and say, "Hey, we want to fight you now. Let me go run through y'all." And then let me go knock him off. You know what I mean? And I think that's just how he's doing it. I think he got a strategy to what he's doing to Devin old fighters that he beat, and now he's coming for Devin.
Oh, so you think ultimately the long-term goal could easily, especially if Devin come back and he continues to, because Devin got another fight against Sandor Martin, I believe, coming up. That's his next fight that he's focused on. But do you think that ultimately this could maybe lead to maybe next year after that, Tank Davis versus Devin Haney?
Yeah, I think so. If Devin take the fight, because I think Tank like Santa right now, man. Mm-hmm. He making a list. He checking it twice. Mm. You know what I mean? He want his, man, and he don't care how long the list is. He gonna go through it to do what he gotta do and get his rocks off, man. And honestly, I don't think Devin, after what Ryan did to Devin, I don't think he want to see Tank under no fashion. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? And I think right now he just really needs somebody, or needs something that's gonna build him back up, because he's torn. If he was a building right now, he'd be under all demolition.
So it's just one loss though, DB. I mean, plenty of fighters get one loss and come back and they avenge the loss. They have a pretty good career, man. You think Devin over? You think that one loss you think it was that devastating, that loss?
I do. I think it was that devastating, man. I think he's shook up right now mentally. I think he don't know which way to turn. I think he's trying to get his feet back under him. His self-esteem is going. I think I think the way he got beat, man, it took something out of him for his pride. It's almost like cutting a mane off a lion.
I get you. I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's gonna take more than the usual to bring him back. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Because I think he's just really defeated right now, mentally and everything. And right now, Ryan is tap dancing all over him, man.
He is.
And his self-esteem and everything. He just, it's like he got his foot in his neck and he's just keeping it there, mentally and fit. You know what I mean? After he did it physically, he's just doing it mentally.
Right. That's crazy, man. Yeah, well, we'll just kind of have to see, man. I'm just wondering if the Tank Davis-Lomo fight would ever play out. Lomachenko wanted to fight Tank Davis some years ago when Lomachenko had a better record and was a champion, and Tank had some belts. He wanted to fight him for undisputed, but Tank didn't want the fight then. But I guess he wants it now because it seemed like Tank go after guys after they had a couple of losses on their record. But it is what it is, man. Stop losing and Tank won't call you out. But another call out that happened immediately after that fight, Ryan Garcia, man, it just kind of weird. It just kind of came out of nowhere to me, man. But you know Ryan ain't got no chill, man. He took to Twitter, bro, to immediately let the world know after Kambosos loss. Talk about kicking a man when he down, DB. Immediately went on Twitter, and Ryan said after the fight that he slept with George Kambosos' wife, bro. And him and George Kambosos started going on a back and forth. over Twitter about it, and George Kambosos wasn't too happy about that. What do you think about that, DB? Do you think there's any truth to it, or do you think this is just some more trolling from Ryan Garcia?
Hey, man, I don't think he took steroids. Okay. I don't think he lied about that, right? So I don't think he lied about sleeping with that man's wife. I think he just got messy about it and just went ahead and came out and said it. Told him and told the world what it was. You know, but kind of like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and tell you this. And guess what? Let me get you in this ring. Let me beat you in this ring, and I'm gonna embarrass you more, like I did Devin. But the only thing about it, I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna troll you, and when I say I beat you, I'm gonna say I beat your wife too. But I beat her. I beat her in the bed. I beat her differently.
Yeah, man. George Kambosos called Ryan Garcia the devil, bro. He said you the devil, man. Calling out his wife after the fight, bro. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that's just kind of a line. That's a cross line, bro, right there, though, man. I don't know about us just attending a boxing match and I'm just finna just be chilling. I mean, what can I do? So now I got to leave my wife at home. I got to worry about bringing her to the boxing match. Now you there. People see me with my wife. They see you. They going to put two and two together. Oh, man, he said he was smashing bro wife. Is he finna say something? Is something going to happen? Do you think George Kambosos and Ryan Garcia got to see each other behind this?
I do, excuse me. I do think they have to see each other behind that. These big allegations, man.
Right.
These big allegations, don't let them drop the receipts. I don't think you're going to drop the receipts because it can go a little further.
That go crazy.
A person saying something he say, she say, you know what I mean? But I think that due to the disrespect that's thrown out there, because Ryan is very disrespectful, man.
Yes.
And I think that's one of his tactics, man. But I think that's his way of getting what he want, man. To get the person in the ring, get into his head,
get him emotional,
get him emotional, doing what he want to do to him. I think he found him a niche. He found him a niche, and he's doing. He's
gonna do it with everybody. You know what? I didn't think about that, DB. You might be right, man. That might just be his thing. Let me just throw something out here. People seem to believe what he say, so let me see if I can troll this guy, get in his head, get him emotionally mad at me, and get him to make mistakes in the ring like Devin Haney.
Yeah. And right now, you know, Ryan, man, he keep doing this. He's gonna continue to be the talk of the town, man.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it, but I agree with you, man. You're right. It's a strategy. It's some type of strategy, and it's something smart about it.
Yeah, it is. And he's most definitely. Hey, if this was Poole, he'd be on his A-ball, man.
Right.
Because he winning. He winning.
Ryan Garcia winning, man. Got George Kambosos' wife. Slept Devin Haney the other day. Pause. And I guess ready to sleep everybody else. Earl Spence. Man, Ryan Garcia ain't holding no bars, man. He won't smoke with everybody, it seemed like.
Yeah, he won't smoke with everybody, man. And hey, and like he might got a list too. Or it really just don't matter to him who he get to. You know what I mean? He Ryan is like, show me my opponent, show me my next opponent. It don't even matter at this point. You know what I mean? He's feeling good. I just did Devin Haney so bad.
You did him dirty.
You know, I'm trying to show y'all I can do this again and again.
I feel you.
So I think, man, as much as that fight with Ryan and Devin took Devin out mentally and physically, I think it uplifted and empowered Ryan just as much.
I can feel that, man. I can see that because I can kind of see it in him. He seems 10 times more confident than he was before the fight with Devin Haney. Right now, he calling out everybody. I wouldn't be surprised he put Bud Crawford in his mouth eventually. Pause. Baby, he don't want that smoke. You know he don't want that smoke. Canelo barely want it.
Oh, no, man.
You don't know. Well, that's our show for today, look, cuz. We back at it, man. How you feeling?
Back at it, man. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to shake back, man. I'm going through a little fight myself,
Yeah, I heard, man. I heard.
I'm trying to clear it up, and get it up off of me, shake it off,
Yeah, but you heard, man, the show must go on.
I've heard the show must go on, man. Look like I'm winning, baby.
Yeah, look like we both winning, look, cuz.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I am Baldhead. This is DB. We the Grind Time Morning Team, and we signing off today, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.